Alright, so Stephen Colombo. I always take my glasses off. Can't see, but at least you ain't got a glare. I know my camera abilities suck. They will be getting better as these videos go on. These are more for myself. I'm getting some feedback from people at work, and I got a few people that have hit me up and said some things. But I have a plan, and I believe I'm gonna succeed with the help of these videos. Before, I had a lot of clients. I'd tell a bunch of clients, "Hey, I'm gonna do a show," and then I kind of think about backing out. Next thing you know, "Hey, you doing that show?" "Yeah, yeah, yeah." So I hadn't worked out in a few months. The next thing you know, I'm training hard for 12 weeks and turned out to be something good. So this is what my kitchen looks like at my hotel room. I really don't have much. I got a microwave and a refrigerator and a sink that has some stuff in it. I'm working with limited means here, and I've done it before. And so you all have a nice kitchen and all the amenities at home, and that's what I got: a microwave. So I went, and a six-pack gave me some Tupperware, and then another company gave me some Tupperware, and I've been using it for quite a while now. It's called, what the heck is this one called? It's called, these are some nice guys. I met them at the Europa. It's called ISO bag. The ISO bag. I don't know if you can see it. Put on the black backing. These guys were pretty nice to me, and they gave me a bunch of Tupperware. And this Tupperware has been going on now for about 3 years, 4 years. 3 years. So what I do is I got a pound of turkey, and I got a pound of breakfast sausage. The breakfast sausage is about 6 servings, and it's got about 9 grams of protein in it. It's got 17 grams of fat per serving. And then my turkey over here, it's a brand I've never used before, and the calories on it are a little different than what I was accustomed to. But it's the fat calories about 150. There's 4 servings in here. So again, I'm gonna reach my number for my caloric intake for the day. I'll have those 2 meats. I'll use some Tony Chachere's, and I'll use up the rest of this right here I have, and I'll put it in the microwave for 8 minutes. I'm gonna knead it all up, put my seasoning in it, knead it up again, and then I'm gonna cook it. And I'll eat off that 2 pounds of meat 3 times. My carbohydrate I'm going to use with it will either be a carb balanced tortilla, or it's going to be oatmeal. And when you live on the road, all my stuff's in Ziploc bags, all my supplements. I'm going to eat an hour before I train. I'm not going to eat real big. I'm going to take in a little bit more carbs than normal. I'll probably have about 35 grams of carbs, oatmeal carb with some Splenda, some benefiber, and I'll have the no whey protein in it, and I'll have the Splenda, and then I'll have some meat. And actually, I mix the oatmeal in my meat. So with this serving right here of meat, I'll mix in it about 1 cup of royal oats, and that'll be my carbs. That way it's less food for me to carry. And the way I carry it in the field is I'll have a Ziploc bag, and I'll have 16 ounces to 18 ounces of the meat oatmeal mixture in one pocket, and then in my other pocket I'll have 12 ounces. So one of them will be my lunch, and the other one will be my 3 o'clock meal. So you gotta eat when you can. And the good thing is, when it's in my pocket, it's warm. So if I'm in my car, my truck, I take the Ziploc bag and I'll throw it on the dash. And while it's in my truck, it's cooking through convection, and it's getting really warm and really cooked up. And if it stays up there too long, it'll overcook, and the oatmeal swells up, and it's really big to eat. So that's what I'm doing for my three servings of meat. It'll be 2 pounds of meat, eaten 3 to 4 times at most, depending on how hot it is outside. Right now it's summertime, so I don't really put down like I used to in the wintertime. I can put down 4 pounds to 6 pounds of meat a day. Again, I I did eat, so much meat at one time to where my body was converting proteins and stuff, and it was smell like ammonia. So that's when I was young and dumb and listening to people, and listening to a guy 250 and I'm 210, and I'm trying to take in what he is. So normally I'll do I don't do the 2 grams of protein, 1 gram of carb, and per pound of fat. So if you have 200 pounds, you take in 400 grams of protein. I don't do that. So right now I'm 228. I take anywhere between 200 to 230 grams of protein a day. I take in my carbs. I'll go 200 to 30 to 50 depending on how my day is in carbs. My fats stay high. I keep my fat somewhere around 100, I'd say, with no problem. I can put down 100. I get a lot of calories from fat. I get most of my energy. I don't go into ketosis just yet. And I know people say, oh, that's a lot of fat. Well, my cholesterol is good. I check my blood work. Everything's going good with me. I take my vitamins, my multi-packs twice a day. I take my minerals twice a day. I had blood pressure issues and stuff. I'm a big fan of the red yeast rice right here. I like taking it. I have a lot of other supplements here. I got my AAKGs. I got my BCAAs. I got my alpha aminos. I got my flaxseed. My vitamin C. I take that 3 times a day. Before workouts, after workouts, in the morning. A lot of the other vitamins already have it. I have this stuff a sponsor gave me last year. I'm not really I've never taken it really, but it says it works. I never read any good reviews. All the products inside of it didn't impress me any. I like this one right now I'm taking. I like it. It gives me enough energy. I don't like taking it on leg day. I don't like any pre-workout on leg day. I'm more of an amino acid person. This right here is 3 years old. I take that in the morning before cardio when I'm can't get up or I've had too much going on in my life. The other thing that I'm a big fan of with all my carbohydrates is the Benefiber. I know you've heard me talk about it before, and I go through one of these every 2 weeks, and it keeps me pretty regular. Slows down the carbohydrates, goes and makes my glycemic index lower on my foods. And if I feel like eating a cheat meal, I know people are going to talk mess about this, but so if I feel like eating, a cheat meal, make myself feel better. I don't eat just one meal. I eat all day. I mean, I'll take in 6,000 calories in a day. I'll fuck up a pizza, the Rich Pierna, ice cream in the evening time. I don't do that one, but I do a lot of stuff. Now, the one thing that he talks about that I like, talking about Rich, is his feeder workouts. I don't call them feeder workouts. I just call them get big, make money. The only way you make money is by work. So if I want that muscle a little bigger, I'll hit some light weights for my shoulder raises. I'll do 10s or 15s, rep ranges of 50, and then I never did the hammer curls. After watching one of his videos, I did the hammer curls, made my brachioradialis bigger, and a few of my other muscles, popped out a little more. So it was a nice thing to watch. We all pick up stuff from somebody. We just don't have an epiphany and something come to us on everything. We take something, tweak it, make it fit our interest, and work with it. Just like my whole entourage of food I have and the way I eat. I do make sure I take veggie vitamins because I don't get a lot of vegetables. I make sure that I take plenty of minerals, potassium. It gets hot out in the field. And then I also make sure that I try to get to bed and get plenty of rest. That's my biggest thing. I try to get in between 6 to 8 hours if possible. This morning my cardio was cut back because of a thief breaking in my car, but tomorrow I'm gonna go out to my truck, make sure nobody broke into it, and then I'm gonna do my cardio. Even if somebody broke into it this time, I'm not gonna change my mind. He's lucky I'm not 4 weeks into this, because that son of a bitch would have been caught, and I may have been stabbed, shot, or killed, but I at least would have caught him. So if anything, I learned that my wind sucks. I suck at running. That's the first time I've ran in a couple of years. I haven't ran in a couple of years. I hadn't even trotted. So my shins were hurting. That's sad. You know, the only cardio I do is Stairmaster, and I know you're not supposed to do it hunched over, but my back problems, like right now, I'm hunched and leaning on this pole right here while I'm talking to you. You know, I can't stand up straight, and it's not gonna stop me. So, you know, stay tuned. Hopefully the videos get better, guys, and everything will work out the way it's supposed to. Colombo out.